returner looking to create better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the second down play. Hands off to the fullback. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows.
Is incomplete. Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Bringing it back, it's Smith. Touchdown, USF. The special teams with a special play. In these conference championship games, you look for a special team's edge to make a difference. The return team stepped up huge there that time.
Yeah, what a pleasant surprise for their own offense. You're getting ready to try to run out of the field, try to come up with some points on your own, and instead you don't have to worry about it. The return team takes care of it, takes it all the way back for a return and a score. In the conference championship games, you're going to need help from your special teams unit in order to win these games.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Worked over the middle, but it's incomplete. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting tee. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to throw it deep. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Brown. Catch made on the out route. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of the...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Get some space around the 30. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Ball carried by the running back. Taken down at the 49. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Just exactly what you'd expect to see from Navy. Tough, physical running, and a 1st down to keep those sticks moving.
This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They feed the fullback this time. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd down. On the ready. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, South Florida 14, Navy 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. And they put together something here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
At the 42. 2nd down coming up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Bringing pressure. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. And the quarterback dropping back. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about that, Chris? This defense has been taken for a ride. I'm not sure if they're overconfident or they just fell asleep a little bit, but whatever the case, they better wake up because now they're facing a goal to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a play into the end zone right here.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to run it in, the defense stops him close to...
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
They make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. You'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free now into the secondary. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So here we go. Off the huge gain, they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Now here's the toss play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it. Backed up to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for a deep completion. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Why in the world did the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the second time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground twice.
Makes a quick catch. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Bulls looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Running back with the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quick throw to the left side. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming up, the first snap in the red zone on this drive. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Navy.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. USF offense is back out there now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Makes a quick grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Bulls will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Brown. And here comes a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fights off a defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense has got the football. Touchdown, midshipman. The defense adds 6 points. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USF.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Powers through. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Navy is lined up quickly here. They're going to run it. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a run to the left.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. The pass rush closing in. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Make some noise. It's third down.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll hand it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Keeping it on the ground here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Ball handed off. Fighting him off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Navy is lined up quickly here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Navy. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The USF offense back on the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Brown. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Toss play to the outside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The Bulls will crank up the tempo. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, South Florida 31, Navy 28.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. That's another touchdown, an old school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
And the point after is right down the middle.
Navy 28.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive.
And the Navy offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Well, finally, some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Important second down play coming up. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Game 2. Make some noise. It's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on third down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll test the right side here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Tackle is made at the 39. Second down coming up.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Navy is lined up quickly here. Try and muscle for the first down. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. This is the 6th play on the drive. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he disrupted. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The USF offense is back out there now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking downfield, it's Brown. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3, this is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense Here's trouble. The ball is knocked loose. That'll be a safety. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the fourth quarter, down now multiple possessions, this one's all but decided.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
He's running out of time here. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
And now the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Hits the running back in the flat, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen, and he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they get to call themselves champions of the AAC. That's a major goal realized, but now we have to see if the committee is going to reward this championship with an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.